Good afternoon, everybody. It's a COVID Tuesday. Let's take a look at the next set of muscles that act on the abdominal wall. Now, if you don't know where the abdominal wall is, that's your belly. So let's start out with some specialty information first. This slide says the following muscles, I hate reading from slides, but you guys know how it is. The following muscles form the abdominal sling. Now, the real question is, what's a sling? Well, everybody should know, like if you broke your arm, that'd be the thing you get from the hospital. It's that piece of cloth that goes around your forearm and your elbow, and then there's a little strap around your neck to keep your arm from flopping around. Anybody know what does that do for you? What does that do? Well, hold that thought. Let's take a look at the three muscles that form the sling. Check this out. The first one is called transverse abdominis, and we are going to look at these individually. The second one is called internal abdominal oblique. And the third one is the external abdominal oblique. And it's kind of an odd thing. These are sheet-like muscles. They're real thin layers, and they go over top of each other, and we'll talk about the direction of fibers. It's pretty cool. Okay? Now, why do you need three muscles, three layers of thin muscles stacked on top of each other to form a sling for your abdomen? Well, think about it. What's missing in the abdomen? What's missing? What's not there that you have everywhere else? Oh, wait, I know. Oh, that's why I hate PowerPoint. Well, that's the reason you have it. It provides support for internal organs. And why do you need support for your internal organs in the abdominal region? This is what I was trying to get to. There's no bones. Why don't you have bones? Why aren't you just like your rib cage, go all the way to your pelvis? What would be the problem with that? That's right. You wouldn't have flexibility. You wouldn't be able to move. Would kind of defeat the entire purpose of walking upright and being able to manipulate objects in your environment and move around and change direction, which we're really good at. So what we want to do now is take a look at these muscles, and then there's other ones as well, but we're going to take a look at these three specifically. Okay? First muscle that acts on the abdominal wall, transverse abdominis. Now, this is a location word. What is that? That word is direction of fiber. And which way is transverse? Anybody remember? That's right, transverse is left to right, side to side, or across in standard position. So let's bring up the picture. All right, let me sneak in from the right side here. This red muscle right here, and it's just a tube. It goes all the way around you, all the way around, and all the fibers are running left to right. This is the transverse abdominis. Let's take a look at what it does. Okay, action. It compresses the abdomen. Now, if you don't know what that is, if you have a sibling or a daring parent around, have them punch you in the stomach. Okay, don't have them really punch you in the stomach. My point is, if you knew somebody was going to punch you in the stomach, what would you do at the last second before impact? You would go, and you would tighten up your entire abdominal region. That's what I'm talking about. When this muscle contracts side to side and it goes all the way around, it pulls that muscle in like a drawstring and pulls it real tight, and then provides support as part of the abdominal sling. Let's take a look at the internal abdominal oblique. Okay? Now, this means inside, closest to the center. That refers to the regional. Oblique is the directional term. Which way is oblique in terms of direction fiber? That's right. It's at an angle to the midline, either like that or like that. Is that annoying when I do that on camera? I think it is. All right, now I couldn't find a picture I wanted to use, so I brought in this one. You can see the transverse is the deepest of the three layers, and we're going to work our way out. We're going to work our way out. It's giving me a low battery warning. Stop it. Okay. Hope that doesn't show up. So we're going to work our way out to the surface. Now the next set of muscles is the is the internal abdominal obliques, and the fibers run up and in. Up and in. And then the next layer is going to crosshatch and run up and out. Up and out, up and in. So like that and like that. This is the transverse. Quit saying that. This is the internal abdominal oblique. This is a terrible video. I'm putting it out there anyway because this is kind of what it sounds like in class when I'm making mistakes. Okay, there's the internal abdominal obliques that I penciled in there. Action. Also helps to compress the abdomen and provide support for the abdominal region and the organs. And it allows for lateral flexion. So it allows you to tilt left and right, and then gives you some rotational or twisting. Look at the next one. External abdominal obliques. Now, same thing. Now this one's outside, on the abdomen, same direction of fibers. All right, so here's the externals. They run up and out. Run up and out. Internals run up and in. Okay, same functions here, exact same functions. So I can go, they both compress or provide support, and then you get lateral flexion and twisting. Pretty cool. Rectus abdominis. Now, if you have ever heard of the six-pack, this is the muscle they're talking about. But the truth of the reality is it's not a six-pack. It's an eight-pack. You can only see the top three, though. All right, so here we have, and here's what I meant eight-pack. Look, you got 1, 2, 3. That's the six-pack that you can see. And then that muscle dives under some soft tissue. And then here's the fourth bundle. Now, the cool thing about this is that it's one muscle with 4 compartments on each side and then tendons in between. And this provides extra strength, power, and range of motion. Okay? Rectus abdominis. Now, what does rectus mean? That's direction of fibers. That means straight up and down. This muscle runs straight up and down the abdomen from the pelvis to the bottom of the sternum in the rib cage. Okay. Here we go. Action. Compresses the abdomen, so you guys know it helps do that. Flexes the vertebral column. It flexes the lumbar region. Flex is decreasing in angle, so that allows you to bend over. You want to bend over forward. You would use this muscle. Now the last one for this set is Quadratus Lumborum, and we're going to go on the back. Okay, Quadratus. This refers to its shape. That refers to the region of the lumbar region that it's in. Okay, and there it is. Now we're looking through the person to the muscle right there. So it's attached to the pelvis and then to the last rib. What do you think that would do? If the origin is here and the insertion is up there, what do you think would happen? Pulls the rib cage down. Now, if they both fire, it pulls the rib cage down and makes the rib cage bigger. When would you need to do that? When would you do that? Oh, forced inspiration. And that's not when somebody threatens you to come up with a good idea. That just means forcefully breathing air in. Your rib cage has to get dramatically bigger in a very short period of time. And this muscle helps to pull down on the last rib. And then obviously that rib pulls on that one. They're all connected. You've had spare ribs before. Okay. If you only do one of them, you get lateral flexion or bending to the side. So it'll pull down on the rib cage on this side. If that one's relaxed, then you're going to tilt this way, or you can tilt that way. Pretty cool. And that is the end of that one. All right, we will see you next time. We only have 4 weeks to go. Let's keep doing our work. Stay on task, log on every day, and don't fall behind. See you guys soon. Take care.